Today I'm making a recording about a battery I purchased about 2 years ago. It's a Flylinktech iPhone 6s battery. Recently, I actually sold the phone to a friend, and they said recently they were trying it out, and the battery was draining very quickly. Battery health is supposedly above 80%, but it's draining really quickly, and now the home button doesn't detect Touch ID. Might be two separate problems, but so this battery technically lasted about 2 years. It'd still be hard to warranty because it still says that it has 83% battery health. It doesn't say it needs to be what's the word? It doesn't need to be, what do you call it, serviced. Again, the problem with buying these aftermarket batteries with these like 1 or 2 year or even lifetime battery warranties, it doesn't really matter because if they don't sell the battery anymore, how can you get it warranted? So in my case, it's pretty difficult to contact Flylinktech, and so I'm kind of SOL. My friend who has this phone asked me where he should get a battery. Originally, I bought this just to try out the high capacity battery, and at first it seemed to work, but now 2 years later the battery needs to be replaced. I agreed with them, like it's probably just better to buy it from eBay. The cost is going to be about a third the cost, although if you have any issues returning it might be a hassle. So one thing to pay attention is to make sure that the seller pays for return shipping, especially if you get a bad battery. And that's happened to me with my iPhone SE. I received a bad battery and I bought it off eBay, and they were nice. They just refunded me the cost. And so this is my experience with this Flylinktech Lithium Polymer Battery. Didn't last 2 years, and I have no way of contacting the battery seller. So again, purchasing these batteries, aftermarket batteries off of, online, you can just expect that the warranty doesn't mean much, possibly because where are you going to get warranted from if they're not around? And secondly, it's these aftermarket batteries can die within a year to two. And I can't even go to the Amazon listing, they've removed it. But when it was available, people started reporting after a year that the battery no longer worked. And so this is a problem with these aftermarket batteries. They might only last over a year or two. And that's because these batteries are pretty old. They're like 3, maybe 4 years old on the shelf. And they're being repackaged as new. I mean, they haven't been used, but just they've been on the shelf for a long time. So you don't know if age has played a role against these batteries. So that's all. That's my experience.